Hi, welcome to Churchill County Library Storytime. The story I have for you today is Terrific Tongues. Maria John Ferrari wrote this book, and Gia Liu illustrated the book, and it was published by Highlights. It's a straw. It's a nose. It's a sword. It's a mop. It's a tongue. Can you stick out your tongue? If you had a tongue like a sword, you might be a woodpecker. See that woodpecker sticking its tongue clear up in the tree to get those bugs? But if you had a tongue like a straw, you might be a moth. See that moth? That moth is tiny, but its tongue is really long, and it sucks the nectar out of the flowers. That's how it eats. If you had a tongue like a party blower, you might be a frog. This is how the frog's tongue is. It can reach out and gather bugs and even snakes and other small animals, and on the end it's really sticky. If you had a tongue like a nose, oh my goodness, you might be a snake. The snake's tongue acts like a nose, and it helps him pick up scents of other things that he can eat. If you had a tongue like a mop, you might be a bat. And it can drink the nectar out of the flowers too, just like that other moth did. And if you had a tongue like a washcloth, you might be a okapi. It's like a deer-like animal. Its tongue is so long, it can clean its ears and its eyes and its whole face. If you had a tongue like a whip, you might be an, what do you think? Anteater. Okay, say this with me. Say the number 1 with me. Say it now. 1. In that amount of time, when we said that number 1, that anteater had flicked its tongue down into that ant hole 3 times. Can you imagine how fast that is? And if you had a tongue like a windshield wiper, you might be a gecko. The gecko doesn't have any eyelids, and it uses its tongue to wipe the dust and sand out of its eyes. And if you had a tongue like an arrow, you might be a, wonder what this will be, chameleon. You know what a chameleon is? That's the one that changes colors to its surroundings. And if you had a tongue like an air conditioner, you might be a, I think some of you have one of these at home. I have 2. A dog. The dog's tongues work like little mini air conditioners. So when your dog pants, it's cooling off its whole body because it cools its tongue down by panting. And if you had 2 tongues, you might be an octopus. The octopus uses its tongues to break open shells and then dig down in and get the meat out. And if you had a tongue that could lick, taste, blow bubbles with gum, talk, and whistle, you'd be, what do you think? You know this one, don't you? You. And your tongue can lick, and it can taste, and it can talk. Okay, say this word with me. Say scissors. Now take your 2 fingers and put on your tongue, and then say scissors again. Let's do it together. You ready? Hoo-hoo. See how hard that was? But your tongue can help you talk, and it helps you taste because you have all kinds of taste buds on your tongue. If you didn't have taste buds, everything would taste the same. So tongues can stab, suck, grab, scratch, smell, tell, clean, mop, preen, cool, rule, and tongues are terrific. So stick out your tongue and say, ah. Hope you like that story, and I think you'll like the craft today too. Thanks for joining me today. So remember when we talked in the book about the party blower, and that's what a frog's tongue is like? So today you get to make your own frog. But it doesn't look much like a frog yet, does it? First you have to put some eyes on him. Just like this. And like this. And here's his eyes. That's just the background of his eyes. How's that look? And these are all just stickers, which I know you guys love. And then I gave you some other stickers, because frogs usually have some kind of spots on their bodies. Like that. And then some more spots. You can put as many of these on as you want, or you can just put a couple. It's up to you, because it's your frog. Doesn't have to look like mine, does it? Okay. And there you go. And it will come with the frog's tongue already stuck through your frog like this. So you ready? Let's try it again. Okay, there's your frog for today. And send us pics if you want, okay? We'll see you next time.